Each week on Chef Artois, we go beyond the menu of a renowned restaurant to shine a spotlight on the chef and turn the tables on the guests when they try to replicate the restaurant's most popular recipe. At stake is a prize package and the title of Chef Artois. Tonight, Marben is the place to be as two guests don aprons and take a crack at an Indian-inspired Scotch egg. Brought to you by Stella Artois and Toronto Life. This is Chef Artois. Hi, I'm Pay Chen, here in the Entertainment District, home to clubs, cocktails, and a vibrant nightlife. But just south of here, on a quiet tree-lined street, is the city's go-to gastropub, Marben. Marben is an homage to the owner's British parents, Mary and Ben, and their home-style hospitality. This historic brick and timber space oozes charm and warmth. But the real secret to their success is the food. Marben's specialty is taking a beloved British classic and adding their own twist. But even a proven track record couldn't protect Marben from a global pandemic. Like every other restaurant and bar across Canada, they were forced to shut down service. But Marben knew that in lockdown, people needed to be comforted and cared for more than ever. If guests couldn't come to Marben, they'd bring Marben to their guests. They delivered complete cottage weekend barbecue boxes and picnic packs, each and every ingredient hand-selected by head chef Chris Locke. Marben even became a local grocery destination. Whiskey marmalade, pickled fiddleheads, and fresh sourdough bread, all made in-house at Marben. Chef Chris believes consumers now have a new respect for sustainable and locally sourced ingredients. It's a lesson Chris learned early on watching his dad tend to their vegetable garden back in Sheffield, England.
My dad would grow ingredients in the garden, grow vegetables in the garden. He'd string onions up in the garage, would have them year round. Here at Marben, we focus very heavily on taking the best in Ontario, using those ingredients to their full potential. We started feeling the effects of COVID the end of February, and then it was 7 weeks that we were closed. And it was actually my birthday that we were in here clearing out the fridges. It wasn't the best birthday that I've ever had. The thought of having people back in the restaurant is amazing.
Once they were allowed to fully reopen, Chris and the crew at Marben worried that going out for dinner and drinks wasn't going to happen. But slowly and safely, the regulars returned, thanks in part to Stella Artois, the best-selling Belgian beer in the world. Stella is served in 95 countries around the globe, but they wanted to do something here to support restaurants and bars in Canada. So they created Rally for Restaurants. It's a platform for bars and restaurants to sell gift cards online. That way, locals could continue to support their favorite spots even when temporarily closed. Any restaurant across Canada can sign up. Then people can go online to purchase gift cards for the restaurant and start using the much-needed funds right away. To thank diners for supporting local establishments, Stella Artois adds an extra $10 to the value of the gift card. And if that wasn't reason enough to celebrate, tonight, Stella Artois has a special surprise in store for everyone at Marben. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Marben. I'm Pay Chen, and tonight we're hosting a cooking competition with a twist. Someone in this room is going to be crowned Chef Artois. Two people in the room tonight are going to go head-to-head to see who has the ultimate culinary skills. Whoever comes out on top will walk away with a prize package worth $1,000, courtesy of Toronto Life, Stella Artois, and Rally for Restaurants. Tonight's competitors will have to recreate a signature dish selected by Marben's head chef, Chris Locke. The two people competing for the title of Chef Artois are Joel Hansen and Karen Ahmed. Karen, you're very comfortable in front of the camera. You have a YouTube channel as well. What do you like to cook?
All kinds of cuisine. Indian, Korean, Arabic, you name it.
When did you start cooking?
When I was 18, I wanted to entertain some friends, and for that, I needed to learn how to cook.
Okay, what would you make for me?
If you love Indian food, I would make you butter chicken.
Am I coming over tomorrow?
Absolutely.
Okay. How do you feel about your competition, Joel?
Wow, he's handsome and he looks like he has some skills, so I'm nervous.
Joel, I know you have many titles, one of them being a nutritionist. You're also a competitive eater. You eat for volume.
I've been practicing ever since the day I was born, eat every day, in fact.
Okay, but most people don't eat 18 pounds of barbecue at once.
One of the craziest things I've ever done was eat 20 pounds of ice cream.
Well, what kind of food do you like to cook?
My favorite thing to do is I smoke meats. You like that stuff straight out of the South, that's where you come talk to me.
Tonight, the whole restaurant is going going to watch you cook, but you only have to impress one person, Marben's head chef, Chris Locke. Chef,
Hi.
what is the signature dish that you have selected for the competitors?
Chicken tandoori Scotch egg. It embodies the two things that I love, Scotch eggs and South Asian cuisine.
All right, Karen and Joel, Chef has created a little video. Pay close attention. It will help you win the title of Chef Artois.
Tonight, the contestants are going to be cooking the tandoori chicken Scotch egg. The classic Scotch egg that everybody knows in the UK and less people know here. This is kind of taking a twist of British food culture and the South Indian influence in British food. Tandoori chicken wrapped around a soft-boiled egg, breaded and fried. Seemingly simple, exceptionally technical. The ingredients for the Scotch egg is chicken breast, tandoori spice, yogurt, the egg, breadcrumbs that sits on top of a celeriac right or remoulade. There's like several key points. Perfectly boiling the egg, soft enough that the yolk is runny, cooked enough so that it can be peeled. If your eggs fail, then you need to start again. And that has to be chilled. Then it's onto the chicken, taking the breast off and then grinding the breast. Mixed with tandoori spice, mixed with the yogurt, a little salt and a little sugar. And that needs to be worked so that it's very sticky. And then the egg very gently placed in the middle and the farce wrapped around it. It needs to be exactly the right amount of farce. If it's too little, then it's going to dry out and it's going to overcook the egg yolk. If it's too much, then you're going to have raw chicken. And the egg fries for 5 minutes. You don't know you've cooked it right until you slice it. It's kind of the moment of truth.
Sounds like you're setting them up to fail.
I'm fairly confident. I've made an Indian dish called the Nargisi kofta, which is very similar. However, it's not as technical. You don't need to have a runny egg. That level of perfection is not going to be easy.
I've never heard of a Scotch egg before. I don't follow directions that well. What the living heck am I gonna do now? Usually I grab a recipe, I burn it, and I just go.
You will have 60 minutes to recreate Chris's tandoori Scotch egg. Chris and I will judge your final dish on taste, technique, and presentation. Are you ready?
Already.
Definitely.
Okay, 60 minutes on the clock now.
My strategy is to use my time perfectly so that I'm not wasting any time while the eggs are boiling.
First off was just trying to remember what the chef had said in that video.
Take these breasts off in a hurry, get them minced as fast as possible.
I'm excited to taste what the ham chefs come up with as long as the chicken is cooked, obviously.
Chef very much emphasized the importance of the strong flavor.
I am not afraid to use chili. It's really gonna hold together really well. Fingers crossed.
Here we have sourdough 3 ways.
It started out really smoothly. However, it all came down to boiling that perfect egg. It's the moment of truth. I cooked it for 6 minutes. Yeah, I think it's too soft. Seems really soft. It's too runny. So maybe I'm gonna try 7.
Seasoning up the chicken, put the farce onto the egg. I broke it. It was beautiful, but I broke it. Let's try again.
The hardest thing was actually cooking the eggs.
This one was fine till I dropped it.
We definitely had to experiment a couple of times to really try to just get the eggs cooked.
Karen, Joel, you have 30 minutes left on the clock.
30 minutes?
You're halfway through. Karen, what's happening?
I have my 3rd batch of eggs that's sitting in a nice bath.
And your chicken's looking good?
Chickens are looking good. My eggs, not so much.
Joel, how are things going? Are you confident?
It's fake it till you make it, right?
Except for 2 people are eating this, so don't fake it too much.
When I taste the dish, I'm looking for the egg to be runny. I'm looking for the chicken to be cooked. I'm looking for the right amount of seasoning. And you're working with raw chicken, so you can't just take a spoonful. You're not gonna know until you slice the egg. How you doing, Karen?
So I had some trouble with getting the egg just right. Basically have an egg gravy out there. I boiled 3 batches just so I could get the perfect egg. This was an exasperating experience.
And Joel, how are you doing?
Putting that farce on that egg right now.
So you should have enough time to fry that Scotch egg if you're
Just
quick.
enough right
Yeah,
now.
just a little bit. No breadcrumbs.
No, not yet. This is why you talk to the chef. Thank you so
might
much.
be too late now.
I got a second one. Always have backup.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
All right, 5 minutes, everyone. 5 minutes left.
My strategy with the plating is to make it look damn good. I'm done.
She can brag.
That's okay. You keep going.
Joel, what's your strategy in these final moments here?
Pray.
All right, there's 5 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up, everyone. Hands up.
Hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up.
Well done, Joel.
They are gonna see a cooked egg with cooked chicken That won't kill anybody. I promise them that.
All right, Chef, we're gonna start with Joel's Scotch egg.
Incredible.
Oh, look at that. What do you think of how it looks?
It's large.
Came from a very large chicken.
It did, yeah.
Do you want to cut into it?
So we're looking for runny yolk and obviously cooked chicken.
Oh, God, I hope so.
The chicken is cooked. The egg is a little firmer than we would have liked, but
Yes.
there's a lot of chicken.
Well, he's a competitive eater, so
Yeah,
that's
it
his
makes sense.
protein.
There's a good amount of spice there. The texture is pretty good. There's a little gooiness in the yolk.
But that's the hard thing to nail, isn't it?
Then this was put together in the last 5 minutes.
He took all the time.
Yeah.
Up next, we've got Karen's Scotch egg.
I'm absolutely nervous. I don't know if it's going to be exactly as runny as I hope.
Creative plating again. Milkweed capers are on there, which would have usually gone into the remoulade. I think there were enough attempts boiling that egg that this one must be perfect.
The outside looks great. Just
A little bit softer than Joel's.
just like almost, right?
It's very on the edge.
Like on the edge of being
Good,
okay.
but also bad. Chicken is almost cooked through.
Almost?
Almost.
I feel it's a little underseasoned. Yeah?
It's lacking salt and spice. Color is fairly pale as well, which indicates that there's not a lot of seasoning in there. Put so much effort into something and then just don't season it, you know?
So many eggs.
It's so much effort. There is some undercooked parts. It's
Did I
just,
eat those? I may have.
can't tell anymore.
Karen and Joel, you both did a great job with your interpretation of Chris's Scotch egg. Chef, I know it was a tough decision.
The person who made the best Scotch egg was Joel. I picked Joel because his egg was well seasoned and it was the closest representation to the one that I cooked.
Congratulations, Joel. You have won a prize package worth $1,000, courtesy of Toronto Life, Stella Artois, and Rally for Restaurant. To find out how you can support your favorite restaurants, go to rallyforrestaurants.ca. So log on, dine out, and stay safe. And thank you for coming out tonight.